Well, it might be a surprise to longtime SoCal residents, but did you know there's a castle hidden in the San Gabriel Valley? In today's Let's Go Places, our Alex Biston takes us to Rubel Castle in Glendora and explores the history of this magnificent fortress.
Picture this, you're walking along a residential street and you see this, an actual castle on the streets of Glendora. Come join us as we explore this medieval-looking masterpiece known as Rubel Castle.
Gem of the foothills. Yeah, I call it the funny bone of the foothills too.
Take a step inside Rubel Castle. It's a magical and quirky display you have to see to believe.
People tend to feel it when they get on the property, and it's impressive in pictures, but when you're actually standing under it, I think it's something that you just really have to feel.
An architectural and whimsical wonder, all brought to life by Scott Rubel's late uncle, Michael.
Michael built this castle, and he was building castles since he was a little kid.
A childhood dream come true. Michael and his friends built the castle by hand over the span of 26 years. It sits on an old reservoir and was primarily built out of the local river rock. But perhaps what makes this property really stand out is actually what's sticking out of it.
You'll see a lot of things in our walls as we walk around. Sticking out of the walls like trophies and little statues and car engines. And all that stuff became filler for the walls.
Walking around, it's kind of like a Where's Waldo? Here's a toaster, a glove, and yeah, that's a motorcycle sticking out of cement. Every object that you see built into the castle was initially inspired by this structure. It's a small house built of glass bottles and concrete.
He loved concrete, because it would form around anything, so he just had a lot of joy in just sticking anything in the walls.
Take a tour around the 2.5-acre property and you'll find a drawbridge, a clock tower. Take a look at this caboose that's for rent.
Somebody just stayed in it the other night.
How about the Tin Palace? It's an old packing house now filled with Michael's treasures, antiques, and family heirlooms. And of course, no castle is complete without a dragon.
The men all usually wonder how we did it, and the women usually wonder how we keep it clean, and the children just think it's really neat.
Michael gifted the castle to the Glendora Historical Society in 2005. Now his nephew Scott is just one of a handful of tour guides that gives visitors a closer look into the mystical mind of Michael Rubel.
When people asked why he did this, and Michael would just say, well, there's something wrong with everybody. And that's about his life ended with that philosophy.
A philosophy that's living proof one childhood dream and an imagination run wild can leave a lasting legacy. Alex Biston, KCAL News.
딱 그 정도 뜨거웠다 식는 연애의 온도 항상 그려왔기에 함부로 치지도 못하는 설레발 근데 이상해 좀 잘못된 듯해 다 설레고 조급해 평소처럼 또 머물다 가는 순간의 감정일까 아님 혹시 이번엔 다를까 Baby I gotta go 나 반복이더라도 다시 제자리로 온다도 I don't give up 날 들었다 놨다 하는 너 보통이 아닌 girl Oh boy 너의 행동 말투나 표정 이상형과 달라도 자꾸 끌리는 하는 너 보통이 아닌 girl I can feel it 새로운 사랑 초반의 설렘 뻔하디 뻔한 애칭도 붙여주고 왼종일 붙잡고 있는 핸드폰 속엔 끊기지 않는 문자들
많이 남겼어. 내가 이겼어요.